They brought the Amber Room to Königsberg, and there in late 44, autumn 44, it disappeared.
Underground treasure depots, items crafted from humanoid skin, and records of experiments more gruesome than anything the world had ever witnessed. These are just a few of the chilling discoveries that surfaced after World War II. The truth behind Hitler's motives and the full extent of his atrocities were only revealed after the war ended, and what was uncovered shook the world to its core.
His actual bunker, and it really looks like kind of an Aztec pyramid or some Egyptian structure from ancient times, because it's just so monumentally huge, gigantic.
The horrors that followed the end of the conflict were even more terrifying than the war itself. Here are 10 of the most disturbing Nazi secrets discovered after World War II. 10. The Nazi Gold Train. The Nazi Gold Train has become one of the most enduring and tantalizing mysteries of the post-World War II era. In the final days of the war, as Nazi forces retreated in chaos, it's believed that a heavily armored train was loaded with unimaginable treasures, gold, precious jewels, rare artifacts, before being hidden away in a tunnel near Wałbrzych, Poland. Some say it was part of a desperate effort by the Nazis to safeguard their looted riches, while others speculate it was the last attempt to flee with spoils of war. In 2015, the mystery reignited when treasure hunters, armed with high-tech ground-penetrating radar, began to search the area, convinced they were close to unveiling this hidden fortune. Local legends and eyewitness accounts added fuel to the fire. One popular story suggested that the train was concealed in a secret underground chamber, its precious cargo still intact, waiting to be rediscovered. But despite years of searching, no definitive proof of the train's existence has ever surfaced. The allure of the Nazi gold train lies not only in its potential riches, but in the uncertainty of its fate. Was it moved or buried too well? Or perhaps, did it never exist at all? This mystery continues to captivate historians, treasure hunters, and anyone fascinated by the idea of lost wartime fortunes. The train's existence remains unconfirmed, but the legend grows, drawing more curious souls to this remote corner of Poland. 9. The lost treasure of the Amber Room. The Amber Room, often called the eighth wonder of the world, was a breathtakingly beautiful chamber, entirely crafted from amber panels, gold leaf, and mirrors. Installed in Catherine Palace near St. Petersburg, Russia, it was an extraordinary masterpiece, an awe-inspiring fusion of art and natural beauty. However, during the Nazi invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941, this iconic treasure was looted, and it has never been seen since. As the Nazis made their way through the Soviet Union, they dismantled the Amber Room piece by piece, transporting it back to Germany. What happened next remains a mystery. Despite years of intense searches, countless expeditions, and the creation of replicas, the original Amber Room's fate is still unknown. Some theories suggest that it was hidden away in a secret location, possibly in a German bunker or salt mine. Others believe it was destroyed during air raids in the chaos of war's end. What's clear is that the Amber Room's disappearance has captivated treasure hunters and historians alike for decades. Its incredible beauty and history, paired with the uncertainty surrounding its final resting place, make it one of the most coveted and enigmatic treasures lost to time. But as the search for Nazi gold continues, some still hold hope that this shining wonder might one day be rediscovered. And speaking of treasure, there's another shocking discovery, one that raises as many questions as it answers. 8. The Nazi UFO myth. In the aftermath of World War II, whispers began to spread that Nazi scientists had successfully developed flying saucers, advanced aircraft capable of defying gravity. These alleged crafts, known as Haunebu and Vril, were rumored to be part of a secret Nazi project aimed at creating superior weapons to outclass the Allies. According to conspiracy theorists, the Nazis were on the verge of building UFO-like craft, using cutting-edge technology far beyond anything the world had ever seen. The legend of Nazi UFOs, fueled by post-war rumors and speculative reports, suggests that the Nazis were not just advancing in conventional warfare, but exploring the far reaches of aerospace technology. Some claim that these saucers were capable of extraordinary speeds and even traveled through time. However, the reality of these claims is highly dubious. There's no solid evidence that such aircraft ever existed, and most historians dismiss the idea as a myth, born out of the uncertainty and chaos following the war. Yet despite this, the myth refuses to die. It has become a staple in alternative history circles and pop culture, with countless books, documentaries, and films exploring the idea of Nazi UFOs. The mystery of what might have been, and the possibility that some of this technology was hidden, keeps the imagination running wild. From flying saucers to secret military bunkers, the next discovery adds a layer of intrigue to the Nazi legacy. What lies hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface? 7. Nazi loot stashes and stolen artifacts. As Nazi forces advanced across Europe during World War II, they didn't just seize territory. They plundered priceless cultural treasures from Jewish families, museums, and other occupied communities. Gold, artwork, jewelry, and personal items were stolen with ruthless efficiency, sent back to Germany, or hidden in secret locations. As the war drew to a close, the Nazis attempted to hide their loot in remote salt mines, caves, and bunkers, hoping to safeguard their spoils from Allied forces. One of the most famous discoveries came from Austria, where a vast collection of stolen art was recovered after the war. Paintings by renowned artists like Rembrandt and Titian, looted from Jewish families, were hidden in secret locations, waiting to be reclaimed. These finds revealed the extent of the Nazis' greed and their desire to erase entire cultures in the pursuit of power. Similar discoveries were made across Germany and Eastern Europe, often involving valuable items smuggled into concealed bunkers. Each treasure uncovered told a story of loss and exploitation, adding another layer to the atrocities of Nazi rule. And yet, many stashes remain undiscovered, leaving historians and treasure hunters alike searching for the hidden remnants of a dark past. But what if there's more to find, hidden deep beneath the surface, just waiting to be unearthed? The next discovery may change everything. 6. The Monuments Men, Guardians of Stolen Art. Amid the chaos of World War II, a group of unlikely heroes emerged, the Monuments Men. Comprising curators, art historians, and soldiers, their mission was nothing short of extraordinary: to track down and recover the priceless works of art looted by the Nazis. These cultural treasures were more than just canvas and stone. They were pieces of humanity's history, and it was up to this small band of individuals to protect them from erasure. Their work was dangerous, navigating through war-torn Europe, from the salt mines of Austria to secret bunkers in Germany. What they uncovered was nothing short of staggering. Hidden in these dark, forgotten places were masterpieces by great European artists like Titian, Rembrandt, and Vermeer, works that had been ripped from their rightful owners during the chaos of occupation. The Monuments Men not only returned these treasures to museums and families, they gave back the soul of Europe, restoring what the Nazis sought to erase. But for every masterpiece that was found, there are many more still hidden. And as the search for these lost treasures continues, new revelations could be just around the corner, secrets waiting to be found. 5. The Nazi Uranium Project, the atomic weapon that never was. In the dark corners of World War II, a chilling and dangerous secret was being forged by the Nazi regime, a weapon that could have changed the fate of the war. Under the guidance of top scientists like Werner Heisenberg, Nazi Germany launched an ambitious nuclear program, aiming to build the world's first atomic bomb. With the power to obliterate entire cities, this weapon could have shifted the balance of power, possibly tipping the war in Germany's favor. The Nazis recognized the potential of nuclear energy early on, but their efforts were thwarted by several key challenges. Critical resources like uranium were scarce, and the Nazis lacked the infrastructure to properly enrich it for weaponization. The science and technology behind nuclear weapons were far more advanced than they were ready to handle, and the German war effort was stretched thin. Despite their relentless pursuit, the Nazis never succeeded in developing a nuclear bomb. However, Their groundbreaking research and the knowledge they gathered would later play a crucial role in the nuclear programs of the United States and the Soviet Union after the war. What if they had succeeded? What if the Nazis had unleashed the devastating power of the atom? 4. The Wolf's Lair Skeletons, Secrets Beneath Hitler's Stronghold. In 2024, an eerie discovery sent shockwaves through the world of archaeology. 5 human skeletons were uncovered at the site of Hitler's Wolf's Lair, his former military headquarters in Poland. The remains, buried beneath layers of rubble, showed signs of violent death, sparking an avalanche of questions about who these individuals were and why they were killed in such a brutal manner. The Wolf's Lair, a sprawling compound built in the forests of East Prussia, was once the epicenter of Nazi operations, where Hitler and his inner circle plotted their war strategies. The discovery of these bodies adds yet another layer to the site's dark and sinister history. While the identities of the deceased remain a mystery, speculation is rife. Some believe they were high-ranking members of the Nazi regime, possibly even part of Hitler's close circle. Others suggest that the individuals may have been executed for their involvement in the failed assassination attempt against Hitler in 1944. The chilling nature of this discovery only deepens the intrigue surrounding the Wolf's Lair, a place steeped in both the grandeur of Nazi power and the horror of its darkest moments. And given how recent this discovery is, what other chilling relics could still be lurking in the shadows of history? 3. The horror of Nazi medical experiments. During World War II, the Nazis carried out some of the most horrific medical experiments ever recorded, subjecting prisoners to unimaginable cruelty in the name of science. In infamous concentration camps like Auschwitz and Ravensbrück, Nazi doctors experimented on men, women, and children, performing agonizing procedures without anesthesia or consent. Victims were exposed to deadly diseases, tortured with experimental surgeries, and subjected to sterilization in an effort to perfect racial purity theories. One of the most notorious doctors, Joseph Mengele, became infamous for his cruel experiments on twins, often causing excruciating pain or death. These experiments left permanent scars, both physical and psychological, on survivors, many of whom carried the weight of their trauma for the rest of their lives. The legacy of these atrocities was not forgotten. At the Nuremberg trials, the perpetrators of these experiments were held accountable for their role in crimes against humanity, though for many, justice came too late. Yet the horrors of these experiments serve as a chilling reminder of the depths of Nazi cruelty. Among these terrifying finds is also the Buchenwald lampshade, discovered at the Buchenwald concentration camp. Originally mistaken for plastic, further forensic analysis revealed a chilling truth, linked to Karl Otto Koch and his wife Ilse, who were notorious for their involvement in using humanoid skin for such items. This lampshade remains a chilling reminder of the twisted practices that were carried out within the Nazi regime. With all these discoveries surfacing, one can't help but wonder, what other dark remnants of Nazi horrors remain buried that may reveal the true scale of their atrocities? 2. Die Glocke, the Nazi secret weapon. Hidden deep within the shadowy corners of Nazi Germany's scientific pursuits lies one of the most bizarre and fascinating mysteries of World War II, Die Glocke, or the Bell. This alleged top-secret Nazi project was said to involve a device with anti-gravity capabilities, or, more extraordinarily, time travel technology. Descriptions of Die Glocke vary, but reports suggest it resembled a large bell-shaped object made of unknown materials, housed in a secretive, high-security laboratory in Poland. Rumors about Die Glocke first surfaced after the war, when testimonies from former Nazi scientists hinted at an advanced technological project far beyond anything publicly known. Some believed that the Nazis were experimenting with exotic energy fields or attempting to manipulate time itself. Yet, despite decades of speculation and investigation, no physical evidence of Die Glocke has ever been found. The mystery surrounding Die Glocke has spawned countless conspiracy theories, with some even suggesting that it might have been an attempt to develop a device capable of altering the fabric of space and time. Whether a secret weapon, a failed experiment, or simply a product of post-war myth, Die Glocke remains one of World War II's most captivating enigmas. 1. The V-2 rocket, Nazi Germany's superweapon. In the chaos of World War II, Nazi Germany developed a weapon that would forever change the course of military technology, the V-2 rocket. The world's first long-range guided ballistic missile, the V-2 was capable of traveling at incredible speeds and striking targets hundreds of miles away. Designed by the brilliant but controversial engineer Wernher von Braun and his team at Peenemünde, the V-2 was a technological marvel, one that marked the beginning of modern rocket science. During the war, the V-2 was used to terrorize London and other Allied cities, causing immense destruction. Its cutting-edge propulsion system and guidance technology paved the way for future advancements in both military and space exploration. However, the rocket's impact went far beyond its initial use as a weapon. After the war ended, both the United States and the Soviet Union quickly seized German rocket technology and its engineers, including von Braun. This move gave birth to the U.S. space program, eventually leading to the Apollo moon landing, while the Soviet Union also made significant strides in missile and space technology. The V-2 rocket stands as one of the most remarkable and terrifying advancements of the war. The Nazi regime's dark legacy continues to unravel through shocking discoveries, each one peeling back another layer of a dark and twisted history. From cutting-edge technology to unspeakable human experiments, the past holds countless secrets waiting to be uncovered. As these chilling truths come to light, it becomes clear that the full extent of what was hidden may still be out there, buried in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. So, what do you think? Could there be more hidden Nazi secrets waiting to be uncovered? Which discovery shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more mysterious discoveries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.